The title, Finding Her Voice, feels symbolic on many levels. What does voice represent to you personally?
Yeah, so for me, I think this novel is my voice speaking out into the void to say, hey, Christians, the Bible doesn't endorse putting women in a secondary role. The Bible endorses freedom and equality for all, regardless of sex or race or orientation. So I feel that this novel is a chance for me to use my voice. In researching it, I found both men and women who have been silenced and sidelined by questioning traditional beliefs. I found a number of Bible commentaries, sermons, and stories about women through history that have done preaching, but their writings are largely ignored. They're not shared or taught in many theological schools. So the things that I've heard today silence women from preaching are the same things that Junia and Susanna might have heard.
Mm.
So for me, I had a career in business, and I thought, oh, who am I to write a book about women in the Bible? I don't have a social media platform. I don't have credibility with a theology degree. I don't have a creative writing degree. So who am I to talk about religious topics? I didn't even know these things were controversial, but I think God knew they were controversial. And I think
Mm.
being unqualified meant that I was less reliant on myself and more open to God's leading. Yeah.
That's perfect. Your stories are authentic. You don't have this preconceived notion about how things would be. You were more open to what you were going to discover on this journey.
So I relied on a lot of self-study. I read up on scholarship. I looked and listened and read, and I followed what it looked like the Bible says, which is when you take it away from the traditions of the church, it's very much a document that frees women and men and all people to be who God created them to be.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've stopped hiding and I've used and found my voice.
I love that. I love that.